This is going to be a re-uploaded video. I had to re-record it because YouTube cut it off at like 7 minutes or something. So I'm going to try and get this down to 7 minutes. The other one was like 13. But this is like the roommate video because I know a lot of you guys are going through the process of picking your roommates and figuring out your housing situation and all that. So these are just some tips and I guess just tips and tricks for living with another person, a stranger. I guess I'll tell you my situation. I decided to live with this girl, Erin, who went to school with me in high school. And we weren't friends, but we were like acquaintances. But we never like hung out outside of school or anything like that. Because I always heard it was bad to room with like your best friend. Not that my best friend was going to my school, but so me and Erin were going to the same school, so we decided to room together. And it actually worked out really well. We became really good friends this past year, so we still hang out. We came back from summer already, but it was really, really fun. Having a roommate, if you guys get along, is awesome. Like, you just always have someone there to talk to and like do stuff with and whatever. But I know that's not always the case. Like, you might not get along with your roommate and stuff, which you always have to think about. Like, you don't have to be friends with your roommate. Like, it's convenient and it's fun to be friends with your roommate, but if you guys really don't get along, don't force it. Like, it's just someone to like that you share a room with. Basically, you don't have to eat with them, you don't have to go to the gym with them, you don't have to be with them all the time. I think that's also another thing is like people do think that, and then they are with their roommate all the time, and they just get on each other's nerves because you already do sleep together, not together, but in the same room. It's a pretty small room at most schools, so you know. Try and have some free time away from each other when possible. Even if you guys are good friends, just, you will need your separation space because, you're sharing a tiny ass room. Tiny room, and it can get a little, tight, tensiony. So, yeah. Avoid rooming with your best friend. That's what my boyfriend did, and turned out horrible. They're no longer friends. His roommate turned out to be a giant D-bag, and yeah, so, I mean, they still might have not been friends had they not roomed together, but it didn't work out. My eyebrow's really annoying me. Okay, how to avoid problems when living with your roommate. Just be honest, courteous, and respectful, just like you would want them to be to you. If they are going to bed early and you go to bed late, don't keep the lights on when you don't need the lights. Don't keep your TV on. If you're on a computer, put headphones in. Because, if they're waking up early and you don't wake up early because, you went to bed late, you wouldn't want them making a bunch of noise, turning on all the lights. So just work with each other to do that. And if you cannot stand any light, just remember, like, they might need light. Like, they might be studying or whatever. You can't ask them to turn off all the lights in the room. You just can't. You guys share a room. Their schedule's not going to fit perfectly with yours. So get like a sleeping mask, headphones, stuff like that. Maybe listen to your iPod if you don't want to hear like a television on or whatever. My roommate liked to sleep with the TV on, and that didn't really bother me. But the nights where like I just didn't want to listen to it, sometimes she'd already been asleep, so I just turn it off. But I would like put my iPod in, and then she usually woke up a lot earlier than me, so I would either use a sleeping mask because she would turn the lights on and stuff. She would actually blow dry her hair in the morning, which she asked me if that was okay, and I said yeah, because I understood, like, her schedule is different from mine, and that's kind of a necessity when you take a shower in the morning. You need to blow dry your hair, and that was just how it worked out. I mean, it's not like she was doing it at like 6 o'clock in the morning. It was already like 9:30, 10 o'clock, so that's a reasonable hour to blow dry your hair. She's getting ready for class. Okay, so yeah, just keep noise and light to a minimum when your roommate's sleeping, and vice versa. Just because you will share your stuff does not mean that they're willing to share theirs. So just make sure you guys like go over what you do want to share and what you don't want to share. Oh my gosh, I'm only at 5 minutes. Make up guidelines and rules that you both agree on about like having guests. Sleeping times, study times, what you guys share, alcohol, sex in the room, all that stuff. Um, yeah. You know, if you're not comfortable with your roommate having a boys spend the night or vice versa, you know, just talk to each other, let each other know. Maybe say, you know, I'm going to be gone this weekend if you want to have someone over. And if you don't want them having friends over, like sitting on your bed, just tell them that. Like, you know, you're fine with having friends over, but just don't have them all over your stuff. And if you do get into problems with your roommate, just calm yourself down, go somewhere else and sit down for a little bit. You know, just really rationalize with yourself if what you guys are fighting over is worth having a really awkward rest of the year. You know, you're living with this person and you don't want it to be awkward and like having to like avoid talking to each other, seeing each other is just really, it's not a good situation to be in. So, you know, if it's something really small and you're just having a bad day or something, just suck it up. You know, just suck it up. I mean, you guys are not going to get along all the time. You guys are going to disagree on things. But if it's something that you can, like, just kind of push to the side and forget about, then do that, because it's not worth an argument or a fight. And you guys only have to get through the rest of the year, and then you know, you either don't have to see that person ever again, or, you know, whatever. Okay, try and talk it out with your roommate, because they might not know that they're doing something that's bothering you, and I'm sure that they wouldn't want to purposely be doing something that bothers you. So just talk to them, because they might not know. Me and my roommate had a little disagreement. That's the only thing we ever fought about. Well, we didn't fight, but I was doing something that she didn't like, or she didn't want me doing, and it didn't make her feel comfortable, and I didn't know that I was doing that. So, you know, after she told me, I understood, and I was like, okay, I'm really sorry, I didn't know it bothered you, whatever. And we moved on. That was it. So just try and talk it out. So yeah, if you have any more questions or requests, just put them in the comment section below, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!